Becky, and I am going to be your fitness coach for today. Today's video is a Pilates lower body intensive. We're going to be starting on our backs, doing a warm-up, and then we'll be doing a single leg series on our back. We're going to go into a bridging series and then finish up with our side leg series. So at any time, if you need to stop and rest and just come back when you can, that would be great. This video again is not using any equipment because I know a lot of people don't have equipment at home. I will in the future do some similar videos with adding in foam rollers, balls, blocks, different and bands, different pieces of equipment that you can make this same workout a little bit more challenging. But for today, because I know a lot of people don't have equipment at home, I want to keep it simple. So we're going to go ahead and come into a warm-up. And what I want you to think about in this warm-up is really connecting with your breath. When laying on your back, if you're not comfortable having your head straight down on your mat, feel free to use a blanket, a pillow, anything that's going to help putting your cervical spine more in a neutral position. So I don't want you to feel like the head is back here and that it's uncomfortable. So it's more important for you to be comfortable as we go through this series. So from here, I want your knees bent, your feet are apart about hip width. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the heel of my palms right on my hip bones so my fingertips are on this lower abdominal wall. I'm going to relax the shoulders. And let's just breathe in and out through your nose. Let's do 2 more full breaths here. 1 more breath. Nice. And we're going to go ahead and bring those hands up to your lower rib cage. So if you think about it from an internal perspective, this is where your lower lobes of your lungs are. So we're going to breathe in here and exhale through the nose. And again, breathe in through your nose and exhale. And let's do it one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. And what you should observe as you're breathing, that the abdominal wall is expanding and contracting, and the rib cage is also expanding, and maybe it feels like it's rising a little bit, and then it's contracting and lowering as you're exhaling. So just understand that, the center of your body is very active and very integral in your breath, and just being aware of that and all of the connections those body parts have when we're breathing, it's pretty amazing. So in this neutral position, I want you to just see if you can tighten your core, and we do that by pulling back on the abdominal wall. We used to call that navel to floor, but what I don't want is you to flatten your back. So just subtly pull back, almost like when you cough and you have that pulling in of the abdominal wall. We want to pull in on that abdominal wall and engage. And when you do that, you should feel this connection between your hip and rib. There's this connection of that strong muscle. That's your transverse abdominis. That's the deepest and largest abdominal muscle you have. And remember, that muscle has a backside component that acts like a cummerbund. It protects your lower back. And that's why it's so important when we work in Pilates. We want to strengthen not only the obliques, but the transverse abdominis. So from this position, when you draw back, you're in neutral. So I want you to imagine right here on your pelvis, you have this big bowl, and in that bowl is liquid. And right now, that liquid is absolutely parallel with the floor. Now, we're going to inhale. We're going to give our little pelvis a tilt, and we're going to arch the lower back. And I want the liquid to pour towards your feet. So now I have this arch in my lower back. My rib and hip are disconnected. I have a lifting of this rib cage. And now I'm going to pull back strongly, but I want to take the lower back all the way to the floor. This pelvis tips down, this water is pouring out on my chest. So let's do 5 more of those. Inhale to lengthen, the liquid's pouring to your feet. Exhale, contracting around, liquid pouring to the chest. 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. And 1 more time. Inhale, liquid towards your feet. And exhale, liquid towards your chest. Good. So now we're coming back to the neutral. I'm engaging in the core. The liquid in that bowl is level. Good. From this position, I'm going to reach the arms up. We're going to work a little bit on the shoulders. So from this position, my arms are extremely strong and active. From my elbow to my fingertips, there's a line of energy that's pushing up. but from my elbow to my shoulder, there's a line of energy that's connecting back in. So there's this kind of yin and yang, or, you know, positive and negative, however you want to look at it. But the most important thing, y'all, is that the arm is very long and strong, okay? From here, keeping those elbows long and strong, I'm going to reach up and pull the shoulders away from the floor. We call this protraction. And now exhale, connect your shoulders back down, and that's retraction. So let's do 5 more. Inhaling up, exhale. Inhale up, protract, exhale, retract. You have 3 more. Inhale up, exhale down. And the whole time you're doing this, I want you to be mindful that the elbows are staying straight, and then that core is staying nice and connected. Beautiful. So from this position, keeping the arms strong, I'm going to really engage in this core and keep this rib cage connected to the hip by pulling back here. And I'm going to move my arms slightly overhead and bring it back up. I want to inhale to open, exhale to close. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. 2 to go. And exhale. And your last one. Inhale overhead and exhale back up. So now we're going to take it into circles. We're going to inhale the arms over your head. Be mindful, again, keeping this connection in the core. And as you exhale, you're going to sweep the arms out and around. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. You have 3 more. 2 to go. Keep that core connected. 1 more. Stop at the top. Now, we're going to reverse it. Little finger towards the floor, out and around. 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. And last one, and 5. Nice. And bring the arms all the way down. And go, very, very nice. So we've warmed up the pelvis, we've warmed up the shoulders, and the last area that I want to warm up is the hip, because we're going to be doing a lot of rotation. So from this position, I'm going to take my right leg, extend it, and I want to push the back of my thigh towards the floor, and I'm going to point my right foot. And that right leg is staying very, very strong. I'm going to pull my left leg up and grab onto it and bring it in. And the inner thigh is kind of into my rib cage. I'm going to open up this left foot till my little toe touches the ground. And now I'm going to extend that leg out and then bring it back around. We're going to do 5 of those. So here we go. Up, circle out, extend, close. That's 1 and 2. And 3, and 4, so this is external rotation, and 5. Pinky toe touches, I extend and close. So now we're going to reverse it. I'm going to take the leg out as far as I can. I'm going to bend the knee, I'm going to reach around, grab it, and pull it in, and then I'm going to extend it. Let's do 5 of those. So here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You have 1 more, and 5. Beautiful. And now I'm going to release that left leg down, press the left thigh down, point the toe, bring my right leg up. Now I'm going to repeat the same pattern on the right side. Pinky toe touches, I extend, pull across. Here's 2. We're going to do 5. Number 3. Number 4, and number 5, and close. So now we're reversing it. The leg goes out, bend the knee, reach around, pull it in, and extend. This is 2, and 3, and 4. You have 1 more, and 5. Nice job. And release. I'm going to bend that knee, bend my right knee and left knee, bring both legs up. I'm going to bring them in towards my chest, compress, and just rock around a little bit. So I want to go into the number 4 stretch, just in case people are not familiar with that. Option 1 on the number 4 stretch is right here. This is a very basic opening of the hip, stretching that outer glute. You might feel an inner groin connection. You would repeat that on the other side. So this is option 1 if you have lower back issues and you cannot bring your feet off the floor. Otherwise, your foot is up. We're opening that left knee, so I have my left foot crossed, or you could be bringing your hands through and using your elbow here. And I'm going to switch and do the other side as well. So I'm here, I can either open here. This back foot is pressing in, my core is connected and I'm pushing out, or I have my hands reaching around and my right elbow is pushing the right thigh out. This back leg is very active, pushing in as I'm trying to open up the hip at the same time. We're going to be doing that several times through the video to stretch out, and we'll do 3 breaths when we're doing it, okay? So go ahead and release that, come down, bring your feet down, and just rock across your back. And go, ah. So the first series that we're doing is our single leg series on our back. And I want you to think about that bowl that we talked about in the very beginning and the liquid in that bowl. And throughout this video, what I want you to be aware of, other than when we're laying on our side, but when we're doing this single leg series, you're really thinking about trying to maintain that bowl in neutral and have the liquid stay as still as it can. And to do that, we're going to have to use the arms as well as the core, okay? So when we're using our arms in this position, whether it's in the single leg series or the bridging, your arms are very active, you all. From the forearm to the tricep and your lats. So we're really pushing down this chest, this heart is going to open a little bit, okay? So for this position, you have 2 options for your support leg. That's the leg that's going to be left behind. So the first exercise, we're actually going to be lifting this leg. It's going to lift and lower. And then we're going to circle and we're going to circle. This support leg can stay here or it can go all the way down. If you can't put this leg down without this hip lifting up off the ground because you're really tight in your hamstrings, I want you to stay here, okay? All right, so option 1, option 2, left leg. We're going to bring the right leg to tabletop. This is a bent knee position, 90-90. We're connecting the core. Arms are pressing down. I'm going to inhale, straighten this leg. So I'm going to stay here for 5 and then I'll go ahead and extend the leg just so that you can see the difference. Keep that core connected. I'm going to flex this foot and I'm going to lower and lift for 1. We're going to do 10. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're going to stop at the top, and 10. Now my foot is pointed, my knees locked out. I'm going to cross my right leg over my left and circle around, and I want the circle to go slow, quick, okay? It's an inhale on the slow, on the second half, the quick half, it's an exhale. So I'm going to inhale, quick, inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, exhale, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Stop at the top. Now we're going to reverse that same thing, slow, quick. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Keep that bowl, 7. Nice and still, 8. Use your arms. 9, one more, and 10. Stop at the top, bend it, release it. Go, ah. I'm going to bring my left leg up. Option 1, bringing that left leg, I'm going to extend it. Remember, you can stay here or you can go all the way down. I'm going to stay here to start with. Flex, lower lift 1. Inhale, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Circle in 1. Inhale, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale 6. Slow, quick 7, 8, 9. Last one, y'all. 10. Stop. Reverse. Inhale, exhale 1, 2, 3. Slow, quick 4, 5. Remaining leg is strong. 6. My arms are working. 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Inhale, bringing that left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor, both knees up. I'm going to now pull in, breathing. Let's go to number 4, stretch. I'm going to cross left over right and open, flexing that right foot, pulling in, or you can be here, Good, you have one more breath. And we're switching sides. Crossing right over left. Option. Option. Breathing. Two more. Nice. One more. Beautiful. All right, we're lowering the feet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move into bridging. And we're going to articulate a couple bridges kind of to peel up, and then we're going to power up, and then we're going to go from there. Now in this series, obviously the bowl is going to be tipping, so we're not worried about the bowl on this one, but I do want you to maintain that core connection. When we lift in a bridge, the lifting is slightly different than yoga. So in yoga, we're trying to get a lot more thoracic opening, and the heart is lifting. In Pilates, it's just a nice line from your shoulder to your hip. We don't want to over-articulate up so that we feel any strain in the lower back. But your arms are very key in maintaining a nice connection with the core and also your back side of your body. So from this position, feet are about hip width apart. You're in neutral to start. I'm going to press into the floor. You can see my chest opens a little bit. Take a big breath in. Now I want you to take your lower back flat into your mat, your pelvis tips. You're going to peel up into a bridge, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the top, and then upper back, middle back, lower back, come all the way down. Let's do that 5 times. So that was 1. Inhale, exhale, peeling up. Inhale at the top, peel back down. This is 2. Inhale here, exhale, peel and lift. Your legs are very strong. Knees are pointing straight ahead. There's a slight inner thigh connection. And then upper back, middle back, lower back, peel down. We have one more. Big breath. Inhale, exhale, peel and lift. Inhaling at the top, and exhale as you peel down one vertebrae at a time. Very nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to power up from the hip socket. I'm going to engage the core. I'm going to take a breath in. On my exhale, press into the arms, press into the legs, and lift. Inhale, exhale, lower. So we're just lifting and lowering from the hip. 2. We're going to do 5. Inhale, exhale, 3. And 4, and 5. Nice job, and come down. Very nice. So now what we're going to do is just play with that power up, and we're going to take the arms away, and you're going to see it's a little more challenging. So we're going to float the arms up, connect the shoulders, press into your feet, connect the core, and power up, and power down 1. Inhale, exhale, 2, and 3. We're doing 5, and 4, and 5. Nice job. So now what we're going to do is we're going to power up and stay up. And then as we lower down, we're going to move the arms. So we're going to power up. Now as you lower down, I want your arms to go overhead. And then bring your arms up, power up. Let's do 5. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. And 4. And 5. And release. Bring your arms back up. Beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and bring those arms back down. We're going to add a different component. We're going to power up. We're going to shift into the left foot, and we're going to bring our right leg to tabletop. Then we'll lower right, and then we'll lower all the way down, and we'll repeat that total of 4. So you'll get 2 on each side. So inhale here, power up, shift left, lift right, lower right, come down. Inhale, exhale, power, shift right, lift left, lower left, come down. Inhale, exhale, power up, shift left, lift right, lower right, come down, and one more time. Power up, shift right, lift left, good, lower left, and come down. Bring your knees up, open the chest, or bring the knees into the chest, I should say. Beautiful. Let's go quick to number 4. Right foot first. Keep the breath going. One more time. And we're going to go left. Beautiful. Opening up. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now, what I want you to think about is the series that we did earlier with the leg lifting and lowering. So we're going to power up, shift into the left foot, the right leg is going to go to tabletop, then I want you to extend the right leg. and I want you to lift and lower it 5 times. Now when you lower that leg, it's only going to lower as low as this leg that's remaining behind, so I don't want it to lower to the floor where your pelvis kind of goes cattywampus. So I want to keep the pelvis square, okay? We're going to do that 5 times. We'll bend that leg, put it down, and we'll repeat that set of 4, just like we did earlier. So, set the feet, set the core, set the arms, big breath, power up, press left, you're going to lift right, extend it, lift it lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop at the top, bend it, come all the way down. Big breath in. Power up, shift right, lift left, give me 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop at the top, bend it, big breath in, exhale, coming down. Nice job. So, now we're going to power up, lift it, lower lift, 4 times. Then I want you to circle in for 4, circle out for 4, stop, lower, and then we'll come down and we'll repeat the other side, okay? Big breath to prepare. Power it up, shift into the left, lift the right, and lift and lower 1, 2, 3. You're going to stop at the top, circle in 1, 2, 3. You're going the other way. Inhale, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it, release, come all the way down. Go, big breath to prepare. Power it up, shift right, lift and lower for 4, and 3, 2. Stop at the top, circle in 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reverse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend it, release, come down, knees come up. Breathe. 2 full breaths here. 1 more breath. Very nice, you guys. We're going to go to number 4. Let's cross left over right. Reach behind, pull up, open up that left hip. Now my goal in this, you all, is when I get into the stretch is to take that tailbone back towards the floor and keep that breath going. Good. 1 more. We're going to switch legs. Go ahead and switch. Beautiful. I'm pressing out with this right elbow, getting that tailbone to connect, lengthening the crown of my head away, relax my shoulders. 1 more breath. Okay. So let's go to set 3, final set here. You're going to power up. We're going to bring that right leg up. You're going to keep that right leg straight. You're going to power up and down for 4. Lower lift for 4. Circle in, circle out. We're going to stay up this time and switch sides. So this is going to be a biggie. Then we'll come down and stretch. Okay? So here we are. Big breath to prepare. Exhale, power up. Bring your right leg up. Now straighten it. Now just lower down, power up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop at the top. Lower lift for 4, 3, 2. You're going to stop, circle in. 1, 2, 3. Reverse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it, stay up. Shift, lift, power up for 4, 3, 2. Stop, lower lift for 4, 3. Keep the breath going. Stop at the top, circle in. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it. Big breath. Exhale, come down. Bring those knees in. Feel like I'm traveling on my mat. I'm going to scooch down a little bit. And let's come into number 4, left foot. Open it up. This is going to be your new best friend stretch. Remember, you can be here, or you can come here. 1 more full breath. Nice. Switch it up. Option. Option. Just keep that breath going. Beautiful. 1 more. Nice job. We're going to bring those feet to the floor and just rock across your lower back a little bit. So now we're going to go into the final series. This is your side leg series. So we're going to come over onto your side. And you can do some different options with your upper body, okay? You could be right down here. You could have a pillow with your head. You could do what I'm doing right now, which is support the head here, and this is where I'm going to be for this. But you could come up onto the forearm and draw. We're going to have our legs extended. Or the hardest position is here. And you can see from this position, there's a lot of torque on the shoulder. You want to make sure you're pulling up from that side body. But for today, I'm just going to come down right here. So my elbow is in line with the edge of my mat. And I'm going to bring my toes in line with the edge of my mat. And I'm in a slight curve, just a slight, okay? I'm going to take I have my left arm on the bottom supporting my head. I'm pulling up from this side waistline. And I'm going to take my right hand right here in the front of my chest to support my body. I want to think about keeping the shoulders on the back and keeping this integrity in the core. I have my feet open to a first position, like in ballet. My left foot is on the bottom, and my left toes, my pinky toe and the second toe, are in contact with the floor. I'm using that to help activate that bottom leg, and then my top leg is just lifted. So from this position, relax your head and neck, extend through your spine, pull up from your side waist. Top leg is going to lift lower. Here we go. Point, lift lower, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4, 5. We're doing 10 of everything. 6. Inhale, exhale, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to hover. So my ankle, hip, and knee are in one line. I'm pulling up again from the sideways. That circle is going to come inside, outside of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the breath going. 8, 9, reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 to go. 3, 2, and close. Go ah. Now I'm going to lift that foot again. I'm going to flex. I'm going to kick forward twice. And then when I pull back, I'm going to go back just past my support leg. But what I don't want to do is have a lot of upper body movement. So I'm really trying to keep my chest right where it is. So flex, kick, kick, forward. So it's kick, kick, pull. Exhale, exhale, inhale. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, exhale, inhale, 6 and 7. Number 8. You have 2 more. Number 9, last one. And number 10, and close. So now I'm going to float my top leg. My bottom leg is going to come up, and then they're going to lower together. So top, bottom, lower. Inhale and exhale. 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, doing great, 8, 2 more, 9. Now you're going to try to lift them both together. We're working these obliques. So pull up back from the belly, shoulders away from the ears, lift 1. You're not going to go very high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10. I'm going to bend my knees, roll onto my back. Now, my right leg, the top leg, was the one that was really working. So I'm going to bring that into the number 4. Reach behind, open up that hip, and just focus on your breath a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually skip the left side because we'll do that when we're all done on the left. So I'm going to bring my feet to the floor. You guys can just roll over and do your other side, but I'm going to go ahead and switch for the video so I'm in this position here. Okay, so I'm setting myself up again. My elbows at the edge of the mat. I'm supporting my head. My toes are at the other edge, drawing up from the waist. My left arm now is my top arm is in, and my shoulders away from my ears. I'm relaxing my head and neck, pointing that top foot. Think about that first position in ballet. Top leg, point, lift, flex, lower, and here we go. Point, lift, flex, lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hover, kick Look back in a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reverse. 10, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to kick, kick, pull. Exhale, exhale, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, exhale, inhale. 6 and 7. Number 8. Number 9. Last one. Number 10. So single, single, double. So we're doing up, left, bottom comes up, and they lower together. So top, bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6 and 7. Number 8. Keep pulling up from that bottom oblique. 9. One more and 10. Now double legs. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And go ah. Bend those knees. Roll onto your back. So now your left leg was your working leg. I'm going to crisscross, come up, and come into number 4 on that left side. And I'm just opening up the hip and breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. 2 more full breaths. 1 more breath. Nice job. I'm going to bring both of my feet to the floor, and I'm just going to rock it out a little bit. And just breathe. So I'm going to take my feet apart as wide as my mat. I'm going to take a big breath in. I'm going to bring my arms out on the floor at a diagonal, and I'm going to take both legs all the way over to that right side. My left hip is lifting, breathing. Give me 2 more full breaths. 1 more full breath. And pull back from that abdominal wall as you come back and rock again. And we're going to go ahead and take it over to your left side. Both legs left. Just let that right hip lift. You can turn your head and look to the right if that feels good. Just breathe here. 1 more full breath. Draw back from the abdominal wall. Bring those legs back. And your final stretch, we're going to go into happy baby. So I'm going to bring those legs up. Option 1, you can stay here. You can come here. You can flex the feet. And your hands can go inside or outside. We're just pulling down to kind of stretch that lower back into the hamstrings. Give me 1 more full breath. Nice. I'm going to bring the legs together. Slide the hands behind the knees. Lift the head. Rock it all the way up. And that is your lower body intense workout for today. It's been my absolute pleasure to be with you. You guys have a great rest of your day. Namaste.